think there's like a little, not a black hole, but like a little spot in Pluto that sometimes you can see. I think that one, I like just like a little like birthmark on Pluto.
All right, Captain Chris, let's launch. Hitting dials now. Zippity smash, smash, smash. I didn't know the 101 went all the way to Pluto.
Welcome to the birthmark of Pluto.
Oh no, that looks like a hike. I gotta turn around.
I can't wait to see all of our kisses over the moon, under the moon, and back.
It's cold, Diva, and
My
cold
nipples
is
are
Slade,
rock
the
hard.
house down. Wow, that's a monster.
Oh my god, so many planets. That alien is so hung.
When I cry, I feel like Oprah. Transcoded!
Strap in, Diva. We're going rocketing.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least that was the plan. Except now the dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want your connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for the stay.
Yeah! Good morning! Hello, my little goblin popcorn.
Good morning, my sweet little deodorant-spreaded armpit that smells so good even though you've been running all day and it should be a little stinky.
Yummy! How are you? I love you. I miss you. I actually don't think we've hung out in person properly in a few days, which is fucking nuts.
Yeah. No, I'm losing my mind. It's been, at least 24 hours since I've physically seen you, and I have hives.
Yeah, my
and for
ass
the record,
itches.
We're not codependent in any way, shape, or form. It is just this sort of chemical bond that we can't help but have hives when we're not near each other. It's tragic. It's actually a medical mystery.
Doctors around the world are dumbfounded. We're like, for once, we're both working on a project that is something that is not together.
Oh my gosh, that's true. Yeah, I was trying to think of, I was like, wait, I'm doing a project? I literally have a play tonight.
Yeah, you have a full performance.
I have a full play. And
yeah.
you do too. How exciting.
Too. Yeah. How's yours going? How are you doing? How are you feeling?
It's good. So this play, it's about a throuple, and it's drama. It is a drama. I come in and I'm like the fun girlfriend. I'm like, woohoo, yay, I'm so sexy, and I do so many chores for you. And spoiler,
I do so many chores.
Spoiler alert, it does go a little bit downhill.
Wow. Have you ever been in a throuple?
Well, okay.
And have you ever done any chores?
Have I done chores? You know that I haven't. Hey, actually,
No.
Let's be honest. I don't do a single chore.
No,
in my house?
I've cleaned your house more than you have.
Okay, wait. Let's not go crazy. I do dishes like probably once a month. So I feel like I'm doing pretty good right now. But in terms of a throuple, I haven't been a permanent fixture in a polyamorous relationship.
Merely a guest star.
I've been a guest star, sort of recurring. I've never been a regular. I've never been a series regular in a poly relationship.
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Yeah, I know. It's a bummer. I will say...
I guess that was sadder than I intended it to be.
No, it's okay. I'm not sad about it. Although I was invited to the wedding of this person who I was like sort of crushing on, and we were seeing each other, and it was a 3-way gay wedding.
New Orleans.
Yes. In New Orleans, it was like this beautiful gothic themed throuple wedding, and it was the most spectacular thing I've ever witnessed.
Did you end up seeing that guy? Because they live in like New York and New Jersey, IRL.
Yeah, they're all in New York. I mean, I've seen them. We're more like we're friends. We're friends. But
You're saying that, but you're also doing the double dick motion with your hands. We're just friends.
Oh my gosh, I'm Freudian slipping.
The
yeah, no, they're all
crew.
gorgeous.
Bukkake crew.
I have a crush on all of them. And I'm not saying I wouldn't be down, okay? I just need to put that out into the universe. I would be down. And we can move on now.
Okay, if you don't want to talk about it. Anyway, I broke up with my boyfriend.
Oh no, my captain.
literally when we broke up, he was like, so are you going to talk about it on the pod? I was like, what a crazy thing to ask me. And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
You literally just soft launched the relationship on Dylan's episode.
I know
Here we are.
I know. The second Dylan and I get married, I break up with my boyfriend, and so now Dylan and I are completely monogamous.
Oh my gosh, that's right. Wait, can I join? Is that weird? Would that be weird for you?
I think there must be some sort of code of ethics with our pastor joining us.
Okay, well, it's never been an issue for pastors before, but sure.
Oh my God. You know what? You're free to co-star, and by that I mean you can goon and bait in the corner.
Okay, well, I mean, that story of my life. One day I'll get a regular offer, and I can't wait. I can't wait for the constant bukkake of it all. I did want to just ask you, how are you doing? Because I know you really well. You seem a little irrit, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do know what you mean, but I think
is it because of ye old breakup?
Well, yeah, certainly. Like I'm sad about it. Despite the fact that I'm the one who did the breaking. Like it just it's sad. I really love him. It just doesn't work out. And then on top of that, just everything else that like actors and performers in Los Angeles are going through, you know, like, cool, we ratified the SAG contract, but it was like a whole year of like not knowing when we were gonna get work again, like how much I was penny pinching. I mean, I'm one of the lucky ones who got to work and save up money, and even despite that, I was stressed out. So I can't really imagine how everyone was feeling. And then like the politics of the world, I don't know, it just feels like we've come to like such a climactic point socially, globally, and it's hard to not take that on. And I can feel it. I'm literally in PT because my back is messed up because I'm so stressed, you know?
I
have the hardest life in the world.
Okay, yep, trademark that. Let's print it. And we're good. Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel like I mean, I've just been stressed as all get out.
You just got over COVID.
I just got over COVID. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. I blocked it out of my memory. That was brutal. It was brutal.
It was the worst one of the ones that you've had since we've known each other. For sure.
No, I feel like everyone's been going through it lately. I was just talking last night to a friend about how there's just been like the past month, the past 2 months, it's just been really difficult, you know, like you were saying, socially, globally. And I feel like, I don't know, I have this weird, like hopeful sense right now. So I'm hoping that follows through. But I feel good in this exact moment. I'm so happy to be here with you. And we can start seeing amazing little TV shows and movies start to come out. Oh, speaking of which, I feel like this is a perfect time to introduce our guest.
Yes, let's fly off somewhere. Finn, take us away.
Okay, let's get in our rocket ship really quick. Strap in.
I'm already strapped on.
Okay, putting on my strap on. We're all set. Okay, and we're blasting off to, what is it? Oh, beep, boop,
coordinates. Beep, boop,
coordinates are the birthmark of Pluto. Okay, haven't heard of it, but let's ride. Oh, yeah, 0 G's getting spinning. Okay. Oh,
puke in my mouth.
I can see the birthmark. I can see the birthmark. We're rounding up to Pluto. Wait a second. Is that who I think it is? You know them from Our Flag Means Death, Sex Lives of College Girls, Adventure Time, Fiona and Cake, actor, drag king, and famously hot Vico Ortiz.
Hello. Welcome to the birthmark of Pluto.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for having us. I can't believe you physically own Pluto the planet.
I know. I've owned Pluto the planet since I was 7 years old when I did a whole research presentation around Pluto the planet for my school. It was a very important one. I did a science project.
It was so good that they just gave you the planet?
Correct. It was truly the best presentation, and they were like, therefore, from now on, you should be the owner of Pluto, which was why I was so upset when Pluto was no longer a planet for like a hot second. I was like, I'm sorry, you gave me the planet, and now it's no longer a planet. So what are we?
No,
What's going
personal.
on here?
The second
That's
the planet
sick.
became gay, it was disowned. Story of everyone's life. Am I right?
Very much.
Say that. Say that.
But we're back. We're back. Pluto is back as a planet, as it rightfully was always, and so now I'm back to being the owner. So good times. Welcome
Pluto is
to
back.
my
Oh
humble
my
abode.
gosh.
Vico, how are you? How are you?
I'm so good. I'm like in the verge of like starting like full vacation mode, but because I'm like in that weird zone of like I'm not fully on vacation, but I'm like mostly on vacation, I'm starting to treat things kind of just casually, and I should probably like finish the things that I got to do this year with the same responsibility as I have throughout the rest of the year. Anyway, but yeah.
Are you going anywhere for vacation, or is vacation mode for you sort of just LA living?
Half and half. I am going to Puerto Rico to visit my family for the holidays, and I am in LA for a few more days as I kind of like finish up projects. So I'm kind of like already started the vacation mode already. I went to Solvang last weekend, and that was really, really fun.
Love
Solvang,
Solvang.
California. So cute.
Oh wait, is that the?
Yes,
that the
that's
town
a little
with
Dutch
clogs?
town.
Yes.
Oh, it's the town with clogs. Yes.
Yes. And
I
they
searched
Finn
they
went
go
on
Vacation
vacation
all
one
Fail.
weekend. Yeah, Finn
I
went on
did.
vacation one weekend, and then I was like, "Hey, Finn, what are you doing next weekend? You want to go to Solvang?" And she was like, "I'm here."
Yes, I love
Yeah,
that. You're
weird.
like, she was like, I'm here already.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa, okay.
I was like, I've been waiting for you. I've been tapping my clogs in an impatient huff. I did not find any clogs that were cute/fit me, which was
Didn't your
the
mom
tragedy
clog
of a
up?
lifetime. My mom clogged up. My sister clogged up. Like we were clogged to the guads.
I love that. Did you stay
but-
in Solvang, or did you just stay nearby and then drove to Solvang?
Huh. That's a great question, and I physically don't remember.
You
Noted.
did not stay in Solvang. I know
Chris
this.
knows. I did not stay in Solvang.
You drove into Solvang primarily for the ostrich farm, and then you visited the town.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh. Oh, the
gosh.
ostrich farm. I heard about that. I did not go. Oh, I got to remember for next time.
Vico, you have to go to ostrich farm. Ostrich farm is so
No.
cool.
You know what's really funny is that when I heard you say that you know exactly where Finn was staying, that happened to me recently. I was hanging out with a friend on a Monday, and we were talking about schedules, and I was like, well, I know that you start rehearsals tomorrow because we couldn't meet tomorrow. And then my friends was like, how do you know my schedule better than I do? Like, I don't even know what I do tomorrow. And I'm like, the only reason why I remember is because we specifically booked today because you have rehearsal tomorrow. Otherwise, I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow. So, yeah,
Say that. I hardly know what I'm doing while I'm doing it.
correct.
And the only reason I do now is because Chris has led me like a horse to water into keeping a calendar and like lists and stuff. It's been so helpful for my ADHD, and I can't thank them enough. I feel like a freaking adult.
I know, you have gotten a lot better about showing up to things.
Boom.
Google Calendar.
Mic
Google
drop.
Calendar.
No. Wait, that's the thing is that like Google Calendar was part of the problem. It wasn't being pushed to her phone. So she'd have to enter the calendar app, like remember to do that and then look at the stuff. But if you
Oh,
connect it to your Apple, it'll show up
Mhm.
on your lock screen and you have to look at what you're doing.
I love calendars. Speaking of which, time to move on.
Oh,
This actually
interesting.
is what people come to this podcast for.
I know. Are you thrilled? Are you titillated? Are you on time?
Troubleshooting your calendar experience.
All the Virgos are just like,
Okay, I have a bone to pick with this theory about Virgos being organized because I'm a Virgo and I'm probably one of the most disorganized people I've ever
well,
met.
we're going to have to unpack the rest of your zodiac because my Venus is in Virgo, and that's usually attached to like the way in which I approach love, which is incredibly accurate because I love order and lists. So Google Calendar for me and the way that I approach dating has been a lifesaver because I'm just like, we're going to book this day and then that day, and that way nobody's like being like, wait, you spend 3 days with this person and 2 with that. And I'm like, nope, we're all set. You see the calendar, let's schedule it. You know what I'm saying? We're solid. But
This
I'm
brings
curious.
up an
It's
interesting point.
serendipitous that we have you because you're in a polycule, and Finn
Indeed.
and I were just talking about her being in a play about a polycule.
I know. I'm technically shadowing that play, which just kind of means I watch in the corner and just sometimes say something. But I think
Gooning
the
and
play,
baiting.
yeah.
Vico's just a non-binary shadow in the corner, just like a vague spirit floating around. No, but it's been great. We do need that poly insight, and it's been incredibly helpful. But the play's been fun and such a treat to see dear sweet
Very
Vico.
much. Oh, a treat to see you. Honestly, when I found out that you were in it, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, she's in it. Fuck yeah! So very, very happy, and you're bringing such a wonderful energy to Joe and the dynamic that's being presented on stage. It's stressful though. Oh my god, those conversations are always just like gut wrenching, heart wrenching, sweaty palms.
Yeah, no, it is. So no one in this podcast is going to see this play. It's actually tonight, so I don't feel bad about spoiling what happens. But it's basically my character's name is Joe, and I'm a part of this throuple. There's two people that are married, and they have a daughter named Priya. And I come in for her birthday party, and then it's drama. One of them didn't know I was coming, and it all sort of culminates in this really tense argument. And then it ends in a breakup. So we've been doing that over and over and over again.
It's rough. It's rough.
It's brutal.
Just a lot of tough communication issues happening with the. I guess it's like it's one of those like tough ones because like as someone who practices polyamory in a non-hierarchical way, it's like a tough one to see like a hierarchical situation happen and then see the person who joined the couple kind of being vetoed, and it's just like, oh no, that's rough to watch.
It is.
Yeah,
it's heartbreaking.
When did you start practicing polyamory?
I started practicing polyamory in a way that was sustainable about 3 years ago. And I say sustainability because the very first time I dipped my toes into any type of non-monogamy was over 5 years ago. I was in a monogamous relationship that I had requested for us to open it, and that person said yes only because she didn't want to lose me, which is the first red flag. You should never say yes if you want to say no, or to say yes because you don't want to lose the person. A lot of mistakes were made. I was crossing a lot of boundaries, and I wasn't having the right headspace to assume responsibility for all my mistakes. I kind of was just like, I originally wanted to jump in and just be physically intimate with other people, but obviously I can't control my feelings. And the second I started to interact with other folks, I was like, I'm catching feelings. What is happening? So I panicked and I shunned myself out, and I decided that I shouldn't be with anybody and nobody should be with me because I was just like emotionally unavailable. And so I broke up with the person that I was with for a very long time, and then kind of ended the other dynamics that I was in. And then kind of went on a little spiral of not wanting to date nobody, but wanting to have physical intimacy. And then I found myself like gravitating towards couples, people who were already in a partner dynamic and didn't want any kind of like emotional intimacy, or were like wanting consistency that was like nice, but they didn't want to like build the future with me. And I was like, excellent, because I'm kind of a loose cannon here. And so, but then by doing that and seeing couples like practice their like communication and like communicate with me and then set boundaries or agreements, I was like, so this is possible. This is nice, but I was still not there yet. Fast forward to lockdown, and I no longer had the outside stimulation to distract myself from looking within me and my heart and my emotions. So then now I had to look inside and address my issues. And so went to therapy, and then fast forward, I was like, yeah, I definitely want to I want to practice polyamory in a way that's sustainable, because I know I can feel like love for more than one person. And because that was the thing, I was originally very ashamed of the fact that I was able to feel love for more than one person in a way that felt very intimate. And I was like, that's not possible, that's not okay, that's bad. And I just like shunned that down. But then I was like, no, wait, it is, I can do this, I just need to be sustainable about this. How can I create safe spaces for that to happen? And so
of course,
since
it's so
then
valid.
it's been, yeah,
you know, there's
3
so many
years.
different types of love, right? And just because you love one friend so much doesn't mean you don't love another friend so much. And it's like, it's that same idea. We don't have a finite amount of love. I
Very,
feel like
very much.
it is accessible for so many different types of relationships. And I love that you've put in so much work to be this pro poly person.
I don't know if I'm a pro, but I definitely am down to get dirty.
Oh, and sometimes that's all it takes. And that's really all it takes, Vico.
Very, very much. I just down to kind of like listen and learn and be comfortable in the uncomfort, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I'm curious, do you have an analysis? Like, what advice would you give to this throuple in the play that you're shadowing and I'm playing Joe in? Like, what is going on with them? I feel like that would be an interesting case study.
That would be truly, I feel like what's happening in that situation is that they weren't expecting that relationship to become as emotionally intimate as it has been, not just with them two, but with the daughter. And so there weren't boundaries set. So then kind of just like the emotional intimacy kept growing and nobody was really calling it out. And all of a sudden there were expectations around that emotional intimacy. So then like Joe was given a bit more responsibility that maybe she didn't really need to be doing. So then all of a sudden it's like, wait, now we're like all far up on here, like to this moment. Priya is very involved with Joe, as you know, and now Joe is emotionally intimate with the
daughter. Yeah.
You know, the daughter. And it's like, now there's a bit more like, wait, what is this? I think that Joe then began to kind of be like, hey, I'm expecting to be a part of this family. Whereas like Michael and Samir were not, kind of like, wait, no, I think we let this go for far too long, which is a bummer.
Yeah, I've been that diva. I've been Joe. I've been like the third in a relationship where I'm like, I just want to be married to you. I want to have children with you. But it's tough. It's tough unless everyone is really on the same page of like wanting to expand a relationship into a triad or whatever it is. It's just, yeah, so many new layers and nuances. Poly relationships are a lot of work.
I'll
say that. I think they're like, this is something I've been trying to unpack. Maybe like Finn and I's entire relationship is that like Finn and I are in a relationship. Like it is this platonic, loving relationship. It's like it's the entire fucking basis of this podcast of us trying to figure out like what we even are. You know, like I don't know, she doesn't know, and it's fine. But it is interesting to think about it in terms of polyamory a little bit, because I mean, let me make it about myself again for a second.
Yep, let's swing it back.
Yeah,
swing it back.
During this breakup I had with my ex-boyfriend, like Finn came up, it being like he asked me like, why are you in a relationship? Like what do you want out of a relationship that you're not getting somewhere else? And we had an open relationship. And I said, I actually don't know. Like I feel very fulfilled. I have like my best friend here who I lean on for emotional and professional support. And Finn is one of many of my like very, very close friends. I have like a really core group that I'm very intimate with. I'm a very intimate person, and it sometimes does feel like I'm in a polyamorous relationship. So I wonder, like, how do you balance like your romantic relationships with your best friends? Like, is that ever something that proves to be issue, or what is that dynamic like?
Paging Love Doctor Vico.
I mean, as of right now, I've gotten pretty blessed with the people that I'm with. Everybody, you know, practices polyamory as well. And I have like people that I feel really close to that are not necessarily folks that I'm like sexually intimate with. I also have like friends that I have like platonic romantic dynamics with that I feel like I treat them as partners. I think the biggest one for me is that the type of like consistency looks different in terms of like everyday, interactions or physical interaction. Like I try to see those friends at the very least like once every other week. If I can see them more, I'll definitely see them. But there is like, Marco Polo or texting or whatnot, right? Whereas like for my partners, if they're both in town, I like to see them at the very least like twice a week each. So that leaves me 3 days of the week to kind of either be by myself or like do other stuff and whatnot. So creating intentional time to like hang out, especially when you're seeing a lot of people. And then it also kind of helps because the people that I'm seeing are also seeing other people. So it's kind of just like, we're kind of like, when are you seeing this person? Okay, then I can get you on this day, right? Which is when the Google Calendar is
Google
like
Calendar.
a good time.
Yeah.
It's like,
I
okay,
do
cool.
have a question. I'm a little confused. Is it difficult being like so long distance? Seeing as though you live on Pluto.
I know, right? Oh my gosh, I live in Pluto. It's definitely a hard time. But I gotta say, Marco Polo is an app that has saved my life.
and Pluto has Wi-Fi. To be
Pluto
clear,
has Wi-Fi.
for all of our listeners, Pluto has Wi-Fi.
Very important. Very important. Pluto has Wi-Fi. Pluto is in with the times. And yeah, Marco Polo is an excellent app in which you can just send video messages to the people that you want to send them to. And it's kind of just like a never-ending FaceTime call. And you can just answer whenever you can, and you show them your ins and outs of the day. It's truly great. I use it for mostly everybody that's like close to me, and I feel connected, and I feel like I'm seeing them, and I feel like I'm like not missing that much, even though I'm far away.
Yeah.
Do you have a best friend? Would you say outside of the polycule?
I want to say yes, but I also have like a weird, like, I'm like, I don't want to say like best friend, like it's like I have friends that like have different purposes in my life and like come in like similarly, like, it's not like I have like a one partner who's like better than the other. It's like each partner brings something different for me and I bring something different for them. And like I learn different things from each person. And similarly with my friends, I have like people that I'm like, oh, I really want to talk to this person because I want to like process this particular thing. And then like I want to talk about this other thing with somebody else. So I like go over to that person and like process that with that person. So I don't have like a best friend, but I do have
you have your own army.
I know, essentially. Have
Oh my
a nice
gosh, we could be
little
rivals.
posse.
Best friend army versus best friend army.
I do have a friend that I very much have a really beautiful connection with, that kind of just like often I treat her one way or another as sort of like I don't want to say satellite dynamic, in terms of like physical, like whenever I get to see her, it's more of like a satellite thing. Like I see her whenever I'm in town, whenever she's in town, we kind of just like try to do that. But we oftentimes like communicate via text or Marco Polo. And whenever we're, in the same place together, we always feel like really connected and really comfortable, like being, like just processing the deep emotions, or like if we want to like voice a shadow that's coming up, like we're able to witness that. And we've grown a lot, alongside each other. And I would say that's more of like a romantic platonic like friendship. And then I have a friend who we called it erotic platonic like a year ago. We're like, what is
speak on that.
Okay,
yes,
heard of it.
So I know, right? Him and I are both Libras, and
Wait,
we're
I'm
like,
so sorry. I'm gonna go grab some equipment from the rocket ship. I'll be right back.
Incredible, amazing. So him and I are both Libras, and we're very flirty, and our like friendship is like very we're very comfortable like being around each other physically, but we've never kissed, we've never done anything like it's all like the platonic eroticism is truly just like
eroticism,
edging. It's like we're edging each other, and like we like he grabs my butt, I grab his butt, and we just like get really close and we like whisper daddy to each other, but then like we giggle and then we just like sit down and it's like, ooh, that was cool. But we've never like actually been like super like, we haven't been, it's like platonic erotic. Like we don't go all the way, whatever all the way means. But whenever we're close to each other, whenever we're in the same place, we're very comfortable like getting very like sensual, close, but like platonically. Like we know we're never gonna like touch lips or like, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those like it gets if people see
it can
us
be
like
horny without being
Hey guys,
XXX.
I'm back.
Exactly.
Welcome
Hi,
back.
welcome back.
How did you shitted?
No. I was grabbing my friendship dildo. It seemed like the right time.
Love it. It's
If
a good
anyone
one.
wants-
It's a good one. Yeah, friendship dildo all the way.
Pretty large, purple.
Yeah.
It's also non-binary, which is pretty cool.
Yes,
It
gorgeous.
just seemed like relevant to the conversation. I don't know. I'm embarrassed now.
Thank you for that. No, thank you for that.
Okay, I'm
but
just
yeah.
gonna set it right here in the middle of us.
Thank you. It's a beautiful one. Oh my goodness. Look at that shimmer.
It is
I know.
like swinging back and forth like a metronome.
Oh my god.
I know. Yeah. Well, so it's actually like a compass. It's a space compass. So my friendship
Hot.
dildo, it works also as like it always points you to the direction of the closest orifice, which I don't know. I just think that's kind of cool.
That's very nice. No wonder it's like having a connection, just like bouncing back and forth in all directions.
Yeah.
Just like
Between
where there's
all
so
of
many
our
orifices right
orifices.
now.
It
It reminds me of
Linda.
Linda Blair in The Exorcist.
The dildo heads just twist around.
Oh, too good.
Your mother in the cunt. Strike that from the podcast. Delete that.
Never. It is I who controls the edit.
Delete that. Delete it. Mariah,
Too
delete
good.
it. Mariah, wait, is
delete
Mariah
it.
still in the ship? Mariah, can you hear us?
Yes, you silly little gooses.
Incredible.
We haven't
Just
talked to
kidding.
Mariah in over one episode.
I knew Mariah was there. Who do you think I got the friendship dildo from? Hello.
Mariah, the
Safekeeping.
friendship dildo producing ship mechanic.
Yeah. They really do it all.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least that was the plan. Except now the dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want your connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for the stay.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. You might say all kinds of stuff when things go wrong, but these are the words you really need to remember. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. They've got options to fit your unique insurance needs, meaning you can talk to your agent to choose the coverage you need, have coverage options to protect the things you value most, file a claim right on the State Farm mobile app, and even reach a real person when you need to talk to someone. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Vico, how would your like friends describe you? Would you say? I mean, because like we're all friends here, but I wouldn't like describe us as like super intimately close yet, right?
Whoa. Speak for yourself. No, I'm just kidding. I love
I don't
Vico,
think this
but I
dildo.
feel like-
I don't think the dildo's gone in anyone yet.
Well, that's true. The dildo is dry as a Sahara desert. So, okay. Yeah, let's
As
speak
one
on
of
that.
them for sure.
Mm-hmm. I definitely would love to, keep hanging out with y'all because, it's a good time. I want to start making like game nights at my place, and I keep forgetting to like just really be intentional about that, but it's happening.
God, Finn and I are obsessed with having game nights at houses.
That's
Yes,
literally all we
please.
do. That's literally
Love
all
it.
we do is silly little games with our silly little friends.
Yes.
We haven't had
yes.
one since we've been friends though, so you'll be at the next one for sure.
Okay, fantastic. I look forward to it because I fucking love games.
Okay, not to brag, but I have been to a game night at Vico's place.
Yes.
It was a game day more so.
Mhm,
So
Wait, this is so interesting because I don't remember being there actually.
oh my gosh,
Were
that's
you-
so weird.
Were you
So
were you not there?
That's so
Huh.
awkward.
This is what a bad poly relationship feels like. If I'm being fucking honest right now.
See, this is why we need a shared Google Calendar.
Correct.
No, this is
But-
why we need to have thoughtful friends.
But I appreciate you communicating the FOMO, and I will make sure to be intentional next time to invite you.
You're
We're seeing
incredibly
it.
disarming.
We're seeing it in real time. This is incredible. I'm inspired. I'm rock hard, frankly.
I know.
Yes.
I can't even be like jokingly toxic. You have such a nice energy.
Vico's just too much of an angel to even like jokingly be rude
I know,
to.
I can't. Oh my gosh, I'm like deconstructing so many things. It's hard. It's hard to be but I can see it. Sometimes I feel it. The past versions of me come in every now and then, and they're just like, they're just like trying to come through me, like those like, possessive, like just like the eyes go like light goes everywhere and just get like possessed by like old versions of me, and I'm like, no, hold up, let me just breathe and
wait, I'm just imagining you in a monogamous relationship with beams shooting, like lasers coming out of your eyes, like
I would not survive. Oh my gosh, me in a monogamous relationship, I would not survive. I already know it's too late. I'm too far deep in this. I would be too upset and cranky.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to have sex with just you.
I'm a Libra. I crush on so many people all the time. I'm constantly wondering what it's like to have sex with like the majority of the human beings on this earth.
Listen, our hands are tied. We just go where the friendship dildo points us.
Correct. Bless that friendship dildo.
Yeah. Speaking of,
do you want to play a game?
Yeah.
Sure. Yes.
Okay.
Finn, you want to take it away?
Yeah. So basically, as you know, you're a part of a show called Our Flag Means Death.
Oh wait,
right?
I'm in that show.
You are, yes, and I wanted to remind you because not only were you in it, but you were also amazing in it, and it is an incredible TV program. I love it so much, but I have some questions.
Sure, yes.
And I'm wondering if I could just sort of scratch your brain about them.
Yes.
Yeah. What channel is it on?
Oh, a channel? I think it's channel app Max.
Cool.
I was gonna say like channel 273, but I was like, I have no idea. I forgot like what Max was on DirecTV.
Is Max like? Is it on cable? Like, how does that work?
No,
it doesn't,
I think sorry,
right?
it's HBO. HBO prior to being HBO Max, and then now Max without the HBO on it, because we just love a rebranding. I get it though. I rebrand all the time, I rebrand myself all the time. So I get if studios want to rebrand themselves every 6 months.
Okay. Yeah. So it's on Max. It's incredible. Everyone, if you haven't watched it, go watch it after this podcast. Do yourself a favor, because spoiler alert, there are pirates in it, which first of all is hot. And second of all, the pirates are gay.
They're homosexual.
Gay. Which I tolerate.
Yeah, I tolerate that too. That's all right. I can handle a couple of gay pirates here and there. Just yeah.
People call me, they say, oh, that's tolerant Finn. She's so tolerant of gays. And I say, well, thin ice, but okay. The question is,
and instead of doing our usual segment, 3 invasive questions, today we're gonna do Fuck, Marry, Kill Hard.
Oh God.
Fuck, Marry, Kill, Stede Bonnet, Blackbeard, and Izzy Hands.
Oh, this is a tough one.
It is a tough one. And I do want you to explain your decisions in detail.
Goodness gracious, this is intense, because I'm trying to have the brain that is like somewhat on the healthier side of the spectrum, and trying to gauge. And
wouldn't understand
that. All these characters have like their own like problems, and I'm just like, which one would I be down to handle those problems in a marriage? Which are the problems that I'd be handling in a fucking situation? And what are the ones that I just cannot handle and just be like, you dead, I don't give a fuck.
To be clear, this is a safe space for problematic behavior.
Noted. Okay, I think I would want to marry Izzy Hands. I think I would want to marry Izzy Hands.
Wait, this is a major plot twist.
I know, right? Wild. I would want to have a longevous relationship with Izzy Hands.
Can't wait to circle back to that. I cannot wait to circle back. But okay, please go on.
Cool. Marry Izzy Hands. I would fuck Blackbeard, and I probably would kill. I would kill Steve Bonnet. Yeah.
Oh my. Rest in
Whoa.
pepperoni. Rest in absolute peace. Wow, poor Steed.
Yeah, I know.
But I actually fully agree with you. Although I think I might marry Blackbeard, but okay, whatever. This isn't about me.
It was a tough one. I was like, should I? I was also kind of in like, should I marry Blackbeard or should I? But here's the thing. Here's my thought process: is that Izzy Hands has a bit more of an avoidant attachment style, and I think we can work towards like interdependence pretty well. Like I can acknowledge that like he's avoidant. I also have a tendency to be avoidant, but we can like be, independent together. You know what I'm saying? Like it feels like we can have like a pretty good like cohesive marriage. He does his thing. He's really effective. He knows what to do, and then I know what to do, and then we can just like do plans together. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of like planning, we can like thrive. And I feel like Blackbeard would just be too much like, what are we doing? What are we doing today? And I would be like, shh, I can't handle this for long. For like, I need someone that
Blackbeard's too needy for you.
I'm so sorry to Blackbeard, but I think it's a little bit too much.
And also,
Blackbeard is listening, by the way. And
yeah. And we also know that
take it pretty hard.
Blackbeard absolutely does throw down. He's absolutely slinging schlong, and we have to assume that the marriage is sexless. So you got to get it in. You got to get it in.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like for fucking, like, absolutely fuck. Let's. It's gonna be a good ass fucking time. But in terms of like a long term, I'm gonna be like, I don't know, y'all. Like, I don't know if I can handle. Like, it'll be great. Like, we'll have like an amazing evening, and then just be like, have a good day. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta rough these waters. We gotta gush these gushers. We gotta plunder these holes with a P. These poles.
Correct. Yes.
Right. And I was actually just about to say that. That's so.
Just exactly that.
Just exact word for word. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. No, I feel like Blackbeard would be really good at sword fighting, if you know what I mean. I mean, like physically, violently sword fighting with, metal swords. Speaking of, you're actually a swords person yourself, aren't you?
Indeed, I am.
Slangin'.
Indeed,
Say
I am.
more. What's going on? How did you pick up sword fighting as a hobby / sport? I don't even.
As a sport, I used to be a fencer.
Yes.
I used to be part of the.
What?
Yeah, I know. I used to be part of the national team in Puerto Rico. It was a whole thing.
The national sports team of Puerto Rico?
Yeah. I was about to. It was going to be a whole career choice.
On literally guard. That's really cool.
Yeah,
Just when I thought you couldn't get any hotter.
Thank you.
You love weapons. You told that story on Don't Tell My Mother about shooting those guns in the middle of nowhere, Mexico.
Yeah.
With just a bunch of strangers. You're violent.
I know. It's something that people don't really expect from me, and I'm like, no, I can throw down. I can throw down.
Like,
I just
I'll kill you, bitch.
I will fuck a bitch, but I'm just gonna smile before and take a deep breath.
I will fuck a bitch.
I will fuck a bitch.
Hey, wait, Finn, will you come over here for a second? Just,
okay,
hey, Vico, will you give us
just
1
a second, Vico. We're just gonna be right over here. Okay. Hey, what's up, Chris?
Finn, I'm rock hard for Vico.
Yeah, no, it's actually painful at this point.
I'm dripping blood out of my dick.
Yeah, well, mine's green. I don't know what's going on. It's actually.
We'll figure that out later.
Maybe it's just because we're on Pluto. The excrement changes colors.
Look, okay, Pluto. Look, we're about to enter the dark side of Pluto, so we gotta get these questions out quick, okay? So.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize we were walking. I was so enamored with Vico, but yeah,
I know.
About to enter the dark side. Okay.
Get the book out and let's get this going, okay?
Okay. Oh shit.
Vico.
Hold on.
Vico.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Nothing.
Vico. It's been so long. It's been forever.
As you know, we have an ulterior motive. We do have a little army of sorts, and we are kind of looking around very casually, non-committally, of course. You can have your army, we'll have ours. We just have a couple questions for you. We're gonna pull out this big old book real quick.
Let me just spread really quick.
Oh, that's a big book.
Get it out of
you're
her.
spreading. Oh,
Her thick ass.
oh,
Nice. Oh my god, it's floating away.
Grab it. Grab
Oh,
it.
I got
it. I got it.
This is the best friend forever manual. That's definitely not about a cult.
Which we kind of didn't even need to say out loud because it's kind of, everyone.
It's implied.
It's a famous book. Yeah, so you knew that, but please continue, Chris.
So we have a couple commandments in here as it is, right? Chris and Finn are in charge. Straight lines, flat sides. Paul Hollywood is God. Tar is transcoded, etc., right? Now, if you wanted to sort of add something to this non-committally, what would it be?
I would say, since we've talked so much about polyamory and dynamics and whatnot, I would say let's add access, curiosity, and compassion when conflict arises.
Access, curiosity, and compassion when conflict arises.
So impressed that you repeated that word for word.
That was pretty good.
Those words went in my
sentence.
ear and out the other. It was beautiful, though.
I love that.
Beautiful. Aww,
that's really
so
nice.
Heartfelt and sweet.
Yeah, and I will say that's the first genuine and helpful thing that we've gotten this entire journey.
I don't know. Tara is transcoded. Is
actually, yeah.
I need to see Tara again now.
Yeah,
through a whole new light.
There's a little asterisk on there because unfortunately ER Fight Master has decided to become our enemy, which does kind of lead us to our last and final question. In our pursuit to destroy ER Fight Master and their best friend army, we need to ask you, Vico Ortiz, renowned sword fighter, gun shooter, pirate extraordinaire, and polycule master. Vico, are you one of us?
Absolutely, I'm one of us.
Oh my god! What a relief! Oh my god!
Yes. I'm like yes.
Mariah, hit the trumpet.
Yes. We have a new addition to our best friend army. This is actually great news because we are fully unable to defend ourselves, and now that we
really haven't thought about defense yet. We've just been thinking about love and
which is important, but there comes a time in every loving relationship when you have to pull out an extremely sharp weapon, right?
Our dildo will not be enough.
Our friendship dildo is dull and rounded. It will not stab a bitch. So.
But it could smack one. So listen.
Trust me, Vico. I know.
Oh, nice. Excellent.
Vico, thank you so much for joining us and letting us come to your planet, Birthmark. Do you have anything that you would like to plug other than this ass?
Absolutely. I mean, and please keep coming on my planet's Birthmark anytime you want.
Oh my goodness.
My god, what did this turn into?
The same thing it always does. No, this is actually a classic one of us. So
excellent. Love it. To plug, there's a new audiobook I just came out called A River of Golden Bones by A.K. Milford. It's really spicy and about shapeshifter wolves. So check it out. Fun gender journey, wolves, magic, and various spicy scenes.
Wait, so you're telling me there is hours upon hours of you speaking about shape-shifting sexy werewolves?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah. Just wanted to clear that up.
Cool to know before.
Yeah, that's a good one. And then I'm also in a podcast that's a dating show called Date My Abuelita First, and I get to help Abuelita meet some contestants that are pieing for the love of the main dater, and it's really fun. And if you want to learn more about polyamory or just in general relationship dynamics, I love to ask questions to the contestants that I like to be asked when I'm going on dates or like to be asked to. So it's a fun one. Makes you think about what do you really want, what are your boundaries, what are your agreements, and join the dating world with new eyes.
Wow, this is great and really good to know considering we are now best friends, which basically means, I don't know, we're in a relationship? I think that's what we established.
Absolutely. Feel free to text me anything and I'm like, we'll answer.
Okay, well, I don't feel comfortable texting you. I think I'll probably just text your abuelita.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, we're gonna leave you to it. Finn and I will be jumping off on our rocket. Finn, start the boosters.
Okay, I'm gonna press a button. Vico, it was so good to see you. Thank you for having us on Pluto. You're incredible. We'll see you soon when we battle.
Yes. Thank you all so much. Bye.
Bye, Vico.
Finn, we left the dildo. If you like this podcast, please give it 5 stars and leave a review. And if you want to leave a secret message to a crush that you have, we will read it on the pod at the end of every episode. We can keep it anonymous, or you can give us your name.
Please actually give us names. We don't want to beat around the bush here. We want to connect people. And what we want, really, is for you to fall in love. If you are hungry for more One of Us, you can follow us at oneofus.pod.
One of Us is hosted and produced by us, Chris Renfro and Finn Argus.
It is also produced by Erica Ghetto and Mariah Gossett.
Our theme song was co-produced by Finn Argus and actual rocket scientist Bren Chamberlain Simon, with sound design by Mariah Gossett.
See you next week.